starting the second lesson, and in this lesson we learn maps, different types of maps, scales and their types, symbols, colors and legend. Okay, here today's class we will learn, once again I'm going to say, first thing is meaning of map. What is map? There are different types of map, three types of map, which includes political map, physical map, thematic map. Which are those? Political map, physical map and thematic map. And the next one is elements of map, that is directions, scale, color, symbols. About all this we are going to learn. Now the globe and maps. Now in the last class we have learned already what is a globe. Already you know what is a globe. A globe is a small model of the earth. You might have seen. It's a small model of the earth. Small. The earth is a big. It cannot be shown, isn't it? So to understand, the small model of the earth is shown in the first page, and you have already discussed in the previous class, in the first lesson. Now it is the most accurate way of looking at the size, shape of earth, but it has some shortcoming also. Now see, it is in the map we want, if you want to know the places, if you want to know the size, shape, all this we will coming to know in the map. If we look at the map, we come to know the places, its shape, its color, all these we come to know. And but in the map there are some shortcomings. And what are those shortcomings? First one is, it's very difficult to carry. We find very difficult to carry the globe around. Wherever we go, we cannot carry the globe because it is a big, isn't it? We carry the map because it is very easier to carry the map than the globe. Second one is, it is not possible to see all the parts of the earth's surface at the same time. It is. So in the map you can see everything is shown there. Third one is, it cannot show detailed information. Okay, to avoid this all problem, we use maps. If we use map, we come to know everything, and it is very easier to carry wherever we go. Now what is map? We will come to map. I think a map is a drawing of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface such as sheet of paper. It is a sheet of paper. See, everything is given on that sheet of paper. Whatever you want to know, the colors, the places, where the mountains are, oceans, everything is, continents, everything is shown in the map. And it is just a piece of paper. What is that? A map is generally made for small part of the earth, but can also be made for the whole earth as well. The big atlas we call, and this is a book containing several maps. This book contains several maps. Different maps are there if you open the atlas book. Now maps can be drawn to show the whole world. Okay, map can be drawn to show the whole world, single continent. If you want to know any country, about any country, you can see on that map a city, a neighborhood, even a school. This can be drawn, everything in the size, in the color, different colors also. Now after that comes different types of maps. Now there are three types of maps. First one is political maps, second one is physical map, and third one is a thematic maps. Now first we will learn about political maps. The political map. Now these political maps which shows boundaries of countries, states and important cities. See, the boundaries is see in a book, okay? The boundaries of the countries, the boundaries of the states, and also the important cities are shown in the political maps. Comes the physical maps. Physical maps show natural features of the earth. You can see in the maps mountains, plains, plateaus, lakes, rivers and so on. So if you look at the map, rivers are shown there, plateaus are shown there, mountains are shown there, plains and everything and so on. All the places are shown here. The third one is thematic maps. Thematic maps shows crops grown on minerals found in various places, rainfall in different areas, roads, railways, and airlines routes. Such maps, which are based on the theme or a topic, are called thematic maps. See here in the picture it is shown. See. Thematic maps show a specific theme or topic related on to area, such as kind of soil, what kind of soil they have, rainfall, climate, mineral deposit, crops, industries, places of tourist interest, etc. These show the climatic regions of India in the third map. See, there are 4 elements of map. Those are first one directions, second one scale, third one colors, and fourth one symbol. Now we shall learn about direction. What is we'll learn about direction. Now, one of the most important elements of map is direction. Okay, understood? One of the most important element of map is directions. Now, there are 4 majors. There are 4 major cardinal directions. They are north, south, east, and west. If you 4 major cardinal directions, they are north. See on the top, north. Down you see south, right side east and west. There are 4 major cardinal directions. They are north, south, east and west. Now maps are drawn with the north at the top. See, look at on the top you see north and it is marked as N. South is at the bottom. If you look at the bottom, there is written south and the east is to the right side east and left side it is west. It is marked as west. Now students, other than 4 major cardinal directions, there are 4 intermediate directions. There are 4 intermediate directions other than 4 major cardinal direction. And what are those? They are northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. Southwest. They are northeast, southeast, northwest and southwest. If you see the same picture, if you look into the same picture, you see NE, SE, SW, NW. East. Now see, follow that picture. Okay, as I say, now northeast lies between north and south. See, in between you see NE, isn't it? That lies between north and east in the right side, at the right side. Can you see that? See in your book. Northeast lies between north and east. Can you see?
Yes, sister.
Southeast lies between south and east. After that, next to that, see. Southeast lies between south and east. Southwest lies between south and west. Southwest lies between south and west, and northwest lies between west and north. Did you understand? In the picture, it is clearly given. Okay, you might have seen Atlas book. Some might not have seen. There's a book called Atlas. All the maps are put together and made into a book that is called the Atlas book. A scale of a map is the ratio between distance on the map and the actual distance on the map. Now, the actual distance between 2 cities may be 10 kilometers that you find in the textbook and kilometer, but on the map it is shown as 1 kilometer, 1 centimeter. Okay, the actual distance between 2 cities may be 10 kilometer, but in the map it is shown as 1 centimeter. The scale is usually drawn at the top and bottom of the map. Now we'll move about to colors. Now certain colors are used in maps to show features such as oceans, seas, mountains, plains, plateaus, etc. Now if you look into the map, if you see, look in your textbook, see, you see different colors in the map, isn't it? Now those are those colors are used in the maps to show features such as oceans, seas, mountains, plateaus, desert, etc. Now water bodies. Now water bodies also are shown in blue. deep blue shows deep waters and light blue shows shallow waters. Now when you are shown in brown and yellow color, okay, mountains and highlands are shown in brown and yellow color. Dark brown shows high mountains and light brown shows lower mountains and hills, and yellow shows plateaus. Now plains and lowlands are shown in green. Okay. Now next page comes symbols. Now different symbols are there on page. There are different symbols are there. Other features of map symbols. Okay. Now map shows various features, but it is impossible to show the actual shape and size of trees, buildings, villages in a map because of limited space in the map. Because the space is less in the map, it's very difficult to show those places, villages, all those. So the symbols are used. Now people are over the world use the same set of symbols, and there is an agreement on these symbols. Now there are called conventional symbols, and if you see those symbols on page 195, you see their symbols. Symbols are simply a small shape or a sign that stands for something. It often looks quite like the thing it represents. Maps follow uniform symbols in general for easy reference. First one, road symbol. See there in the book it is shown. See this picture. Now say road symbol is given, bridge symbol. Now say river, mountain, state capital, port, harbour, international boundary, national capital, national boundary, dam, park. See all the symbols are given. If you see in the book. Okay. Now these colors you see, plains are shown in green color, plateaus are shown in yellow color, high mountains brown color, snow white color, deep sea dark blue, shallow sea and pale blue. All the colors are given. The next comes in the next page, legend. Legend. Now what are legend? Legend. A legend or a key is the list of symbols used in the map placed in a box next to the map. Now explanation of symbols used in the map. A few tells us what the colors and symbols used in the map stand for. That is already I have explained. The colors, the keys tells us what the colors and symbols in the map.
Subscribe now and press the bell icon. Never miss an update.